Hello, thank you for watching this lecture. That means you are ready to learn the basics of the RPG, and unlike my other courses, you're okay with just getting the basics out of it. My other courses are focused on actually a more finished prototype than this. That's not saying that we're not going to have a finished prototype, we are, but you understand, and by watching this, I hope you understand, that creating an RPG, as I said before, is broad, and it's going to take a lot of time. If you want to make a good RPG, seriously, if you are sitting there watching this right now and you want to make a good RPG game, like that is your goal, you need to sit down and write out what your plan is for that game. Whether it's to have a story or whether it's just to have a bunch of quests, you need to write that down because that's the only way you're going to finish an RPG, and that's just the truth of it. An RPG game is very difficult and it's very broad. It's too broad almost at this point, since everyone's term of an RPG is interpreted in their own way. There's too many different things we could do. So with that in mind, this course is about showing you the basics, and I'm hoping that by the end of it, I will jumpstart your thought process into that you can make an RPG with Construct 2. So let me show you what we're making. The first thing I have here is a very simple validation screen, and I wanted to put that in because it's important to get the player's name or something like the player's stats. Now, what we do here, and as you'll see, is we can enter our name, and as soon as we type in the text box, it's going to be validated. All we have to validate is that there's actually text in this text box, and that's something that you need to have in an RPG game. If we don't have any text and you try to enter the world, it won't let you. But if you do, and you enter the world, it will. So bear in mind that this is my really bad programmer art, but if you have good art skills, or if you took a sprite sheet from somewhere, you can make what we are going to have by the end of the course into a very cool prototype of an RPG game. So I hope this works for you right now. Let me walk you through some of the things we're going to be doing. We're going to be having a sign system that when you walk up to it, it's actually going to take the data that we just entered and input it. So that's something that you want to have in case you do want to roll stats and you want to have an attack or defense or a mana stat, something like that. You can do that dynamically. We're also going to have a feature for when you're in the line of sight of the NPC, you can interact with it. And that's going to be really cool if you want to tell a story, if that's the approach you want to go, and you just want to have a very story-based RPG game, you can do that. The other thing I have, and you probably noticed, is I have a hotbar and I have some selectors. So what I can do is I can move around the hotbar left and right, and I can pick what I want to do. So I can pick my action of a melee attack, and in this case, you need to be walking in the direction of left or right, and then you have to hit the trigger, which in this case is up arrow. And then you can actually trigger a really cool stabbing attack, which I'm telling you right now, this stabbing attack you won't find anywhere on the internet but this course. Melee attacks in Construct 2 are definitely hard. The other thing I thought was really cool was I put a projectile attack in, and that's also directional, which is a really cool system to have. Even though we don't have an arms yet or anything like that, I still think it's cool to have that in your RPG. So we also have a health bar, and we have a health item when we pick up health drops. So we have a simple enemy to attack, and we can attack and kill it, and it'll actually come chase after us. But when we kill it, he's got his own little health bar, and he drops some health, so when I pick it up, my health goes up, and if I actually had lost health, I could actually use this, and then my health would go up as well. I could heal myself. So that's what we're going to be making. It is very basic, but all of these concepts are going to jumpstart you into your own RPG, so I really hope you are ready to get started, because I can't wait, so let's get to it.